It's the 3 on PLAXtv.
Yeah, that power of friendship shit really works. What's good, y'all? It's your boy PLAX, and I am back with another episode of the 3 on PLAXtv. And in this episode, I am giving flowers to the Miami Heat rookie Jaime Jaquez Jr. because that young motherfucker has been going crazy. He's been solid, and I love it. For the season, Jaime is averaging 12 points per game on 50, 40, 80 splits, which is impeccable for a rookie. Those splits, the points, that's just, he's not the best player on the team. You got Hero, you got Jimmy, you got Bam. So being, the fourth to sixth option, averaging 12 points a game is amazing. On top of that, shooting 50, 40, 80 splits as a rookie is beautiful basketball. And I can only attest that to the power of friendship that Miami Heat continues to use to make their teams better. You know what I'm saying? And it seems to translate and spill over into other teams because Max Strus is playing amazing in Cleveland. Gabe Vincent isn't playing too good in LA. He keep getting hurt, and even when he is on the court, he's not playing too well. But Max Strus has taken that power of friendship and brought it to Cleveland, and is at least working for him at the bare minimum. But yeah, Jaime, he's just solid, man. He's just solid as hell, and besides Chet and Wemby, he has been the most solid and the best rookie besides those two unicorns, which is insane, right? The only two rookies that I can say are quote unquote better than him are the unicorns. And Chet has the advantage of he was already in the NBA. He just was injured. So he got to learn and build up his muscle and be around NBA players and be around NBA games and learn from coaches and trainers and all that stuff for an entire year while he was injured. So he has an advantage on top of being a unicorn. Wemby is just potentially a generational talent, and you can't do much with that. But to be in the same conversation as those two just proves how good Jaime is. Especially with with the Scoot Hendersons in the other world and Brad Miller, Brandon Miller. I didn't expect Scoot to start off so terrible. Brandon Miller is playing pretty good, but it's nothing extreme and I think that's partially because of the team he's on. He got LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges and Terry Rozier. It's a lot of other offensive guys on that team, so he needs to find another role on top of being a catch and shoot guy. So that's something that he needs to figure out. But Jaime has just consistently been solid, and I don't think people give enough credit to those players that are just consistently solid players. Over the last 5 games, he's averaging 17.6 points per game, so basically 18 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, 1.2 steals per game, and he's shooting 55, 55, and 80 on his shooting splits. That's so beautiful, man. Y'all know me. If you've been watching the 3 on PLAXtv, y'all know how I feel about the garbage players and the solid players and the role players. They don't get enough credit, and I'm glad Jaime is getting credit for his play because, like I said before, he's not the best player on the team. He's nowhere near the best player on the team, but he's playing his role, and he's playing it well. He's knocking his shots down. He's playing defense. He's making the right plays. He's rebounding a little bit, which is crazy because he's not even that big. I think he's 6'7". So I guess in today's league, that could be a power forward. So he's not too small, but he's just putting in the effort. And not a lot of rookies are doing that. And that's just the bottom line. He's earning his spot on the Miami Heat. And I feel like him landing in Miami was the best possible situation for him because they're perfect. Besides the Spurs, they're the perfect team for guys like him, the subtle Swiss Army knife guys like Jaime. At the time of this recording, this last game he just played, he just dropped 24 points against the Pacers, and that was his career high, obviously. And it wasn't nothing too crazy. Like, his game isn't even too crazy. Like, he gets simple buckets. Like, he knocks down his open shots when he has them. He can take it to the cup when he needs to. He's a fabulous cutter for a rookie. Like, the way he cuts to the basket is like veteran level cuts to the basket that you don't see all the time from rookies. His passing, I know he don't average a lot of assists. I think he averages like 2 or 3 or something like that. But that's still really good. In the times that he does pass, they always end up in an assist. He's a really good facilitator on top of everything else. And then the biggest thing is his defense. He's locking up vets. Like, he's going out there. He's not scared to get crossed up or anything like that. He goes and he works. He'll block the shot. He'll get a steal. He'll just get a general stop that doesn't come up on the stat sheet, but you notice it. And I just think that is beautiful. And another thing is, after his 24-point game against the Pacers, they asked him, like, who can you attest this to, like, or how have you been able to play this well? And his first thing was just like, my teammates and my coaches and my trainers and shit, like Jimmy and Bam and Spo and all. They've been building me up to be this. And I think, if Miami is able, I don't know where Miami is in the standings, but I assume they'll make the playoffs. If they're able to make the playoffs, adding Jaime is just huge. I think that's going to be huge for them in the playoffs. We might even see them make another like conference finals run, because they still got Jimmy, they still got Bam. They got Jaime, who's playing amazing basketball. Hero is back. And they could potentially make a move for somebody like a Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan or anybody else that's ready to get the fuck out of their situation. So Miami, once again, are in a very good spot through the power of friendship and obviously Heat culture. I believe the power of friendship that we keep talking about is just Heat culture and how they do things. And that's why the Miami Heat keep surprising us, so to speak. But this year, they won't surprise me this year. Because, if they make the playoffs, I don't really care what seed they are. I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident they could beat any team in the East when they get locked in on that power of friendship shit. I just believe they could beat any team in the East if you give them a chance to. Boston obviously has gotten extremely better. The Bucks should be better, but they haven't been. Other than that, it's nobody that's really like standing out that's like really being dominant. So if you get past the other teams and you get to Boston and you're somehow able to upset them, Miami Heat in the finals again. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm just saying we can't act like it's impossible because they've done it twice within the last 4 or 5 years. So we can't be like, oh, you're crazy, PLAX. No, because they've done it. You know what I'm saying? And again, Anna Jaime. He's humble. He plays hard. He knocks down his shots. He's shooting amazing percentages. You can't go wrong with him. And I just wanted to give him his flowers and give him a little shout out because as y'all know, I love players like him. And in this day and age of the NBA, there aren't a lot of players like him. And the players that are like him get ignored or they don't get they just due, even by me sometimes. Sometimes I don't even notice them. So huge shout out to Jaime Jaquez Jr. Keep hooping, young man. I believe I'm definitely older than him. Keep hooping, young man. And try to get Miami a championship. That'd be crazy if he like was the piece that they were missing. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this might be a little nuts, but I feel like he's equal or maybe a little bit better than Max Strus. At this point in time, he's doing everything Max Strus was doing with better percentages, and he's a better defender. I mean, that might be a little crazy, but I'm saying Max Strus last year, in comparison to Jaime so far, I believe Jaime is playing better than he was. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Miami is able to conquer the East again with the power of friendship. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below about Jaime and the Heat and the power of friendship and Heat culture and all that cute stuff. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ding that notification bell so you know every time I drop a video. And most of all, YouTube, I love you guys. Peace out.
It's the 3 on PLAXtv.
Yeah, that power of friendship shit really works.